Hi guys, I'm Dr. Joseph Cipriano, and today we're here with Mama Cip, which is also my wife. Today I'm going to be going over the feet and the adjustments done to the different bones in the feet. So you got to realize, people who are up on their feet all day, if you're walking around, if you're working, and you're standing on your feet, over time, you're going to get that stress, and you're going to start getting a lot of issues in your feet. From there, it can stem up to your knees, it can stem to your hips, it can even go up to your shoulders and neck. So if we don't correct problems all the way from the feet first, you may not get better, until that is actually corrected. So today we're going to go through and I'm going to show you the adjustments done bilaterally on my wife's feet. So I'm going to have you lay on your back for me. Okay. So first off, when starting on feet, I typically go through and I do what's called a leg pull. So it's literally just as it sounds. I'll make contact, around the ankle, nothing on the foot yet, and I'll literally come through. I'll do leg pull on the left, leg pull on the right. From here, now we're starting with the base of the foot. That leg pull is also working on the knee and also working on the hips as well. But now, from here, we're going to do another adjustment on the calcaneus. So we're going to contact down through here. The line of drive, so I'm going to be pulling with this bottom hand right through here. And I can tell she felt that move there.
Oh, I did.
Okay, same thing here. Good. Can you scoot back a little bit for me? I'm going to pull you off the table pretty soon. Alrighty. After adjusting the calcaneus, we can go to the talus. So the talus, we're going to be doing a grab just like this. We're going to keep her leg flat on the table here. And just a nice pull here.
That felt so good.
Same thing. Good. After I adjust the talus, we're going to go through and we're going to adjust the cuneiform. So it's almost the same type of adjustment. Instead of keeping the foot and leg on the table, we're now actually lifting up. So with this, same thing there. So this is going to be pulling on the cuneiforms right through here. And I'm going to do this both bilaterally on each leg. There you go. Wow, that one moved quite a bit.
Yeah, it did.
Okay. After I adjust the cuneiforms, we're going to go through and I'm going to work on the metatarsals. So with the metatarsals, there's not really that much of an adjustment, but you got to realize if you want to come around this way. So with the patient's foot, everyone has 3 arches we need to worry about. We have that medial longitudinal arch, we have the lateral longitudinal arch, and we have that transverse. So what I'm going to be doing right now is I'm just going to be opening up those metatarsals right in the middle here so we can work on that transverse arch. So there isn't really any thrusting with this adjustment. It's more of a just putting motion into the joints here. So we're going to do that on both feet. We're going to get that motion into the joints. This, like I'm saying, it's just opening up those metatarsal heads and just getting a little bit more movement in that area. After I do the metatarsal heads, I just do a shearing type movement. So I'll go through and literally go all the way down the foot, do a little shearing movement. So a lot of times, it's just, little things that can be in between. There's not a thrust, anything like that with this. It's literally, it really feels good.
Oh no, honey, you can keep going.
Oh, of course. And I'll go through on each toe, going through those metatarsals again, just getting a little bit more movement, on each side. So when you do one by one, you just kind of rock them back and forth. After we go through and we do that, we have, actually, if you can scoot up a little bit more for me. So we have the Navicular Adjustment. So with this one, what you want to do is you're going to come in the line of drive. We're going just straight into that table. So you want to take the foot There we go. And that line of drive, I'm just dropping that navicular back into place here. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Good. So with the feet, you may or may not get, that cavitation, that loud popping sound. We did a little bit with a couple of the bones with the cuneiforms in this side, but typically the feet may not have like an audible noise. Just getting a lot of motion back into those areas is really the best thing for the feet. And then lastly, you can go through, you can adjust, all the phalanges, all the toes here. Good. And from there, after we do the toes, it's really, we're finished here. So the main things, especially when it comes to the feet, and what any chiropractor is basically looking at, is they're going to evaluate these arches. And the things you want to make sure that the patient doesn't have flat feet, that they still have that medial longitudinal arch. You really want to look at the lateral longitudinal arch, and then also that transverse arch as well. Those are the three main things. And that's why a lot of times you'll get chiropractors that recommend like a foot insert, a shoe insert. Those are designed just to help get the arches and the support needed in there. So I'm Dr. Joseph Cipriano, and that's how I would go through and adjust the feet and ankles.